Look at that. Difficult to film and play this fish, but just show you how clear the water is. Let's put some pellets in the margin here on this lake, and for the small fish in when I was walking down to the other lake, and I come back 10 minutes later and there's a few fish feeding on it, so putting a sail boilie and fish on. I'm going to have to put the camera down to land this now. Great fun on light gear. 7.5 foot rod. That's what it's about. Not just about the big ones. Oh. Hello. I'm at Higher Kingcombe. I've not been here long. I've got a little carp. Lovely little mirror carp. On my way down to the Specimen lake, I saw a carp in the margins in this little pool, so put some pellets down. 20 minutes later, there's about 4 carp feeding on it. Lovely common. I'm going to see if I can get that one a bit later on. But yeah, just thought I'd chuck a little light rod in there with a little boilie on it, and this one's gone for a run. Fantastic. Let's get it back. Fantastic. This little fish puts up a hell of a scrap on a rod like this. This rod is bent double. And we got it. It's about half an hour later from that other fish, on off the same spot where I said there was a little common swimming about, which I wouldn't have minded. I'm not sure if this is it. Looks about the same sort of size, not very big, but again, on the light rod, that's fantastic. Bent double the rod was, fantastic, that's what I'm talking about. So while my Specimen rod is over there, hoping for a bigger, I can mess about with some of these. And they're stunning as well. Let's get it back. Hello, it's the 17th of December. I'm doing a bit of a day session down at Higher Kingcombe. Only got here about half 8, 9 o'clock, so not a long day, but I thought I'd give the Specimen Lake a try. I know it's quite difficult, I know there's not many fish in here, but I know that the fish are beautiful. I've had a few out of here in the past, so I'd like to get one of those again. I've not fished this venue for about a year, so it's good to get down here again. I'm really looking forward to it. I was going to come up last night actually, but in the end I didn't. It would have been dark by the time I got here, so I thought I might as well just head up early this morning. Anyway, yeah, I'm fishing on the main lake. God, I can see carp cruising around now. It's a nightmare. just gets you really excited when you can see them cruising around on the surface. Anyway, when I got here, I walked past one of the little ponds, and there was a couple of fish right close in the margins over some gravel, and 2 foot deep, really clear water. So I put a handful of pellets down there, and I got my rods in on the main lake where I'm fishing now, and went back about 15 minutes later, and there was a couple of fish feeding on it. So got a little light 7.5 foot rod set up with a small hair rig on with a little bait on it, and I managed to pick out 2 carp from there. I did see one nice sort of dark common, which is what I would have liked. Anyway, the first fish was a nice mirror, and then the second fish was a nice common, I think it's the same one, about the same sort of size. That was within about half an hour. Sort of had the first fish, left it for half an hour, went back and had the second one. So that's a bit of fun while I'm waiting for the main rods to go off, and especially on a 7 foot rod, it's people forget that it's about you know, enjoying yourself, and I could just sit on this main lake all day long and not catch, or have the chance of catching one. You know, just sit in my bivvy all day, or I could, you know, leave one rod in here and mess about on one of these other little pools. And the thing is, these ponds have all got lots of species in. They got some big perch in. I've had some nice perch out of here in the years I've fished it. You know, all the carp are stunning really. Each pond, all the ponds are very clear water, so all the fish are stunning. So why not bag up on those? I mean, it's about lunchtime now, 12:30, and I've repositioned one of the rods in this specimen pool just to, so I've seen some fish moving. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't really like rambling on to the camera, but I just thought I'd give you a bit of an insight what I'm doing. On the left rod over there, on the main specimen pool, I've got a bottom bait, which is the same rig and setup I used up in the small pond to get those couple of small fish. It's just a couple of small 10 mils balanced Specimen rig, like a combi rig style, with something I've tied up myself. Something which I've come up with, which works pretty well. It's been working for the last few months for me in these colder months. And then on the right hand rig, because it's quite a choddy lake, I haven't got a chod rig on. I've just got a pop-up rig, stiff pop-up rig, but it sits all right on some chod, so that's gone. It's actually a reasonably clear area where it's gone, but you know, it only takes one bit of stick to ruin the presentation, so that's why I've set it up like that. And that's got a B5 pop-up on it, nice bright orange thing, not too big. Each rod I've actually put a little PVA stick on. On the bottom bait I've put 4 boilies on a stringer the same size to match them, and a little PVA stick of crushed sail boilies, because that really stinks and it's really nice attractant. Hopefully get the carp feeding. And I've done the same on the pop-up, although I haven't put the stringer on. I've literally just put a small PVA stick on with some crushed sail in it. I'll stick it out till quite late here if I need to. You know, I've got work tomorrow, but it doesn't mean I can't stay till late, especially when you do a day on a hard lake like this. It pays off if you can get the extra few hours in. I've probably been rambling on for a few minutes now, so you've already seen those 2 videos of the fish. Hopefully next time you see me it'll be another fish. Right, I'm just on another pond again now. I haven't done this stuff since a little bit this morning. I'm going to have a go in this small pond now. It's a different pond this time, and this is what I'm doing. Inline lead. Then we've got a PVA bag, PVA stick, very small. Just got some crushed sail, a couple of 10 mils on a combi blowback style, something or other. Just something I put together, hasn't really got a name. It's yeah, it's been working now. So we're gonna just launch that in there randomly and see what we can get. Hello, right, it's 2:45 and I've got some good news. I've had one out of the Specimen lake and it's taken on the zig actually, because they were scooping about on in the top waters, so I thought I'd put a zig on at 3 foot and this one went off. 18.4 of stunning mirror carp. Fantastic. Let's swap around. Got a bit of a patch on this side, up towards her head there. Bit of a growth or something. Not sure what it is, but stunning nonetheless. Let's get her back. Fantastic. Wow, would you look at this? Here we go, another little fish. This one from the stalking pool. When I cast out earlier on, which I showed you, just with a little PVA stick. While I was doing that, that's when the bigger fish went off. And I've come back to this one on the end. Wild, mind. And it's a lovely little mirror, but it's almost a leather. It's only got a few scales at the top there. Fantastic put up a scrap nonetheless.